Now ending it off with the performance, this is another area where this phone really kills it in. The Samsung Galaxy S20 has that Qualcomm Snapdragon 888 chipset inside of it and 2 different models with 8 gigs of RAM, and from every phone that I've compared this device to, it has pretty much smoked it. I think, I think it's not as smooth as the iPhone still. I feel like even with the 120Hz, I feel like the iPhones give me a smoother and more consistent performing feeling that I get from it, but I feel like the Galaxy S21, to be honest, it is, I think, the fastest phone right now. I am curious to see what OnePlus is going to do later this year, or in like a couple months. I think they're probably going to take it up a notch and probably do something crazy, maybe like 20 gigs of RAM. I don't know what they can do with it, but I feel like their next devices are going to be pretty wild. But I think right now this phone is an extremely fast phone. The S21 Ultra is probably faster, but this is a killer device. This is going to be able to handle everything you throw at it. The performance is one of those areas from all the speed comparisons that I've done and everything. I wasn't really freaking out about this phone. I did at first have some issues with the RAM management, so for some reason the RAM wasn't really being too well when I compared this phone to a lot of other devices, but since then it has been fixed. I think a One UI update came out and it actually fixed it for me, so I think that's a really cool thing that Samsung is actually pushing out these updates, and I'm glad that I was able to do those speed comparisons because there were a lot of improvements that have been happening since the initial release of this device, and I may have to redo a couple of them just because of the improvements that have been happening. But I think